This is the 2025 Las Vegas Sun High School Football Media Day. We're here at the Utah Summer Games interview room at the beautiful Red Rock Resort in Summerlin with Summerlin's football team, the Bishop Gormon Gales. Shout out to our presenting sponsors, the A's, Las Vegas Aviators, and Zero Teen Fatalities. We've got Coach Brett Browner, Jet Washington, a safety, and defensive lineman Prince Williams. Coach, year 6, we counted it a few seconds ago. Each summer springs optimism and everybody's all happy. How's this team kind of differentiate itself from some of your other teams? Why are you thinking positive vibes for this season?
Yeah, every year is different. It's a joy, getting started in January and kind of seeing how everything kind of comes together. And we're just about to get started, so we're kind of seeing all the pieces come together, the puzzles come together like it's supposed to. And, just having these guys for so long, these guys both in the program since their freshman year, just seeing them develop and kind of grow, some of them changing positions, moving on to different things that worked out pretty well for them. And then a young guy that just kind of came out of nowhere and just been amazing for us. So, as you go through this process and get ready for the season, it's just, it's amazing to see these guys and how much they've grown, and then, how close you get to them and, how excited you are for them to have a great year.
Yeah. The Valley is going to have a different look and feel this year with some realignment. You guys open with Centennial High School, who's 2-time state champs technically, kind of like you guys are. How fun is Las Vegas football? What kind of challenge is that? I know we've got a ton of D1 kids all around.
Yeah, obviously it's always important for us to be good in the state and to play good teams in the state. I think the realignment is the best it can be, as we go through those pieces. But at the end, you'll see the same the same actors at the very end of this thing. So we'll get to play a lot of different teams at the end. We're excited to be in the league, excited to compete against people we haven't ever played against. I don't think we've ever played against Centennial, if I'm not mistaken. So it'll be the first time we ever match up against them. So that'll be exciting for our guys, exciting for them. And it's important, it's important to play good football here in Nevada for us. So we're excited to be in this league.
Yeah, you got 2 elite defenders with you. Jet and Prince, defense obviously very important. Seems like you have some really good guys on defense this year. How's the defense looking, and how does it help when they have to defend your offense in practice?
It's fun. It's fun to watch. You got 2 high-level positions going at each other. It's just making them better, right? Like that's the whole model of what we do too. Iron sharpens iron. These guys make each other better every day. They're high-level athletes on defense and on offense. And to compete like that every day, they just get better and better and better. So hopefully when they go to college, they're used to that same kind of motto and that same kind of that same brotherhood and that same competition. So they're ready to go the first day they step on campus.
Yeah. Prince, you guys have a who's who of teams in the preseason that you guys are going to play. How does that non-league schedule make you guys a better team, help get you prepared for not only league play but for college when there's going to be good games week in and week out?
Man, it definitely gets us better, as a team, and just helps us bring us more together because, it's going to be me and my brothers going to war against another team that, they have their own bond of brothers. So it just gets us ready, especially for us seniors this year going to the next level, Jet going to Oregon and me going to Arizona. It just gets us prepared because, when you get to the next level, the game's just much faster.
Jet, the tradition at Gorman, obviously you show up and you see the championships listed on the wall. As a senior with younger players on the team, how do you teach them about the tradition? How do you get your team ready to live up to that bar?
I think I first have to show with my actions. I think I have to carry myself a certain way every single day and push them to follow, because I think that's the only way to do it. You can only say so much, and I think you have to go out there and really show it every single day, and then I think that they'll follow me, and then just kind of show what the greatness of our program is.
I mean, you go against the offense in practice. How good is the offense? What kind of points are they going to put up this year?
I think our offense is very elite. I think best in the country. I think well-rounded offense led by a great quarterback, and I think we have a lot of pieces coming in that makes them definitely a top offense in the country.
Yeah, Coach, talk about some of the other guys on that you'll be looking for this year.
Yeah, receiver-wise, there'll be a good group of receivers. Some guys coming back, some new guys kind of coming to the fold, another guy switching positions, kind of going over to receiver 2. So you have those guys really doing a great job. Running back, we got a returner that's going to be really good, really good running back's going to come back. O-line's doing the same thing. Obviously, young guys that are coming up, stepping up, and a lot of good kids that are all of a sudden showing up really well for that. Same thing on defense. Probably a more seasoned group on defense. A lot of older guys. The longer you do this, it kind of always flips, right? One year you have all old guys on offense and young guys on defense, and then it flips. Now we have a lot of older guys on defense and some younger guys on offense. So just excited to see them put it all together. And again, the way they've been practicing against each other, how they've been holding it, the character that they display, how they've been doing everything every day. I'm excited.
So in your tenure, you've had quarterbacks that rarely throw interceptions. We're discussing like 48 touchdowns and 2 picks or 30 whatever and 1 pick. How is ball protection important? And then I want to ask how many times you've intercepted your quarterbacks at practice.
Obviously, if you look at any metrics in football, turnovers are the biggest thing. I think the quarterbacks have been taught well. They've been taught not only to how to play the game, they're making their own reads. We're not just telling them what to do. They're learning how to play the game of football, so they know what they're supposed to do and what they're not supposed to do. And if you look at some of the interceptions they've thrown, a lot of it's because it's the end of the half and we're telling them just to throw it up, right? So I think the teaching that they've gotten through their experience here is what's really made them why we don't have that kind of turnover, and hopefully we don't have it anymore.
A lot of interceptions at practice, or?
We compete every single day. A little bit of both, yes, sir.
Okay, so Jet, I look at the schedule. There's a game for me as a non-football player that kind of sticks out, and I think everybody would agree, modern day, everybody wants to see that game, but there's a month worth of games before that. How do you focus on week by week when everybody is gearing up for, 2 of the top 5 teams in the nation and what's become a really great annual game?
Yeah, there's a lot of outside noise, but I think we just have to take it day by day because that's when bad things happen, when you try to look too far ahead. I think we just got to take it one game at a time, and I think if we do that, we'll be just fine.
All righty. Well, this is the Bishop Gormon Gales, the defending state champs, rated in the top 5 last year, potentially playing for a national championship, rated 3rd in the preseason. One more time, shout out to Utah Summer Games, Phase 1 Elite, the U.S. Navy, our event sponsors, and our event partners, New World Graphics, for those cool T-shirts. Guys, stay safe, and we look forward to covering you. Thank you.